Welcome to Little Newton. Fractions, skill number 6, word problems, part 2 whole model. Mikael had some flour and used it for cooking. He used 1/3 kilogram for lunch and 2/9 kilogram for dinner. He had 5/9 of flour left in the end. How much flour did he have at first? Express your answer as a mixed number in simplest form. Let's break down the question and understand it, shall we? Mikael had some flour and used it for cooking. Do we know how much flour Mikael had at first? No, we have no idea. But we do know that he used 1/3 kilogram for lunch and 2/9 kilogram for dinner, and he had 5/9 kilogram of flour left in the end. So we know the remaining amount, which is 5/9 kilogram. The question asks us to find the amount of flour Mikael had at first. Have you noticed that the question also asks us to express our answer as a mixed number in simplest form? Do you know what a mixed number is? A mixed number is made up of a whole number and a fraction. The value of a mixed number is always greater than 1. The question reminds you to leave your answer as mixed number in simplest form. Alright, now that we've understood the question, let's move on to solve this word problem. Step number 2. Decide an approach using our decision guide. Could you represent the problem using a model or a diagram? If yes, then you can use the model method. Step number 3. Carry out the plan. Solve the problem using our selected approach, the part 2 whole model. Mikael had some flour and used it for cooking. Let's use a rectangle to represent the total amount of flour Mikael had at first. He used 1/3 kilogram for lunch and 2/9 kilogram for dinner. He had 5/9 kilogram of flour left in the end. Let's divide the rectangle up into 3 parts. The first part represents a 1/3 kilogram of flour he used to make lunch. The second part represents a 2/9 kilogram of flour he used to make dinner. The last part represents the remaining 5/9 kilogram of flour he had left. Can you see that the 3 parts make one whole? Can you also see that the amount of flour Mikael had at first is equal to 1/3 kilogram plus 2/9 kilogram plus 5/9 kilogram? Do you get it? Great! Let's move on to the next part. The amount of flour Mikael had at first is equal to 1/3 kilogram plus 2/9 kilogram plus 5/9 kilogram equals 3/9 kilogram plus 2/9 kilogram plus 5/9 kilogram equals 10/9 kilogram. Do you know how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number? First, we have to simplify the fraction. Then, we divide the numerator by the denominator to get a whole number and a fraction. 10/9 expressed as a mixed number is 10 divided by 9 equals 1, with remainder 1. The result is equal to 1 plus 1/9 equals 1 and 1/9. Hence, Mikael had 1 and 1/9 of flour at first. Let's move on to check our answers and ensure they are correct. We know from our answer that Mikael had 1 and 1/9 of flour at first. Let's work forward to check if Mikael would have had 5/9 kilogram of flour left in the end. 1 and 1/9 kilogram equals 10/9 kilograms. 10/9 kilograms minus 1/3 kilogram and minus 2/9 kilogram, the amount he used for lunch and dinner respectively, equals 5/9 kilogram. This is the amount of flour he had left. This is consistent with the value given in the question. Therefore, we know our answer is correct.